What's going on? What's going on? Look, I didn't advertise this week. I didn't put up any flyers or anything like that because I really just wanted to kind of get on and do this and get off. Really, man, I got two inboxes that were really serious, really serious. What's going on, Chantel? I'm sorry. Hey, Kendra. Deshaun, what's going on? Yeah, so this is just one of those times when I just wanted to get on and just talk about a couple of things and go from there. What's going on, Bobby? Hey, Deshaun. Look, Dave, what's up, brother Dave? Hey, I got to talk to you about Saturday, Dave. So we may have to I may need you to roll through for me. I'll inbox you and we'll talk about it from there. But listen. I need y'all to understand something. I need y'all to understand that there are times when you really make your own bed. Some of these situations, well, one of the situations I'm talking about is really about making your own bed, and you're really going to have to lie in it and just going to have to deal with it. But you know what? I ain't going to take too much longer. I want to talk about two reasons why men might be single and two reasons why women might be single, and then we're going to get into these topics. I had to write these down. Ladies, I always start with the ladies first. And ladies, one reason why you might be single is because you listen to your friends too much. You talk to your friends too damn much. Hey, Pilar, how are you? Listen, when I say you talk to your friends too much, I mean you talk to your friends for a pity party, not for sound advice. You talk to your friends because you want somebody to agree with you. You want somebody that's gonna, say, yeah, girl, he wrong. You need to leave that fool. That's really what you're going for. You're not talking to that woman or that friend that'll hold you accountable for what you've done, for how you've contributed to the situation. You're not talking to that friend. You're talking to the friends that you want to agree with you because you're mad, because you want to be right, because you want to justify what you're getting ready to do. So you're not really interested in having a well-rounded conversation with your friends that's going to give you pushback. You just want the choir. You want to preach to the choir, so the choir will, sing in chorus with you, and you can feel good about this dirt you get ready to do. We have to make that happen soon, Pilar. All right, listen, fellas. I'm not gonna let y'all off the hook. Fellas, listen. A lot of us are single fellas because we don't make sound decisions. Now, I don't mean we don't make decisions. We don't make sound decisions. I mean thought-provoking, well-rounded decisions. We don't make those types of decisions that has a woman sitting back saying, I ain't even worried, he got it. No big deal. I know he got it. I ain't worried about him. I ain't got to monitor the decisions. That might be why you're single. You don't have a problem getting a woman. You don't have a problem finding a woman. You don't have a problem getting next to the woman. You have a problem keeping her because of your decision-making skills or lack thereof. What I need you to understand, fellas, is that a woman is never going to submit to somebody who does not make sound decisions. It's never going to happen. You're going to have a woman inspired to the point where she wants to say, you know what, he got it, and I can just relax. If that woman feels like she can relax, then she starts to trust you. If that woman starts to trust you, that woman will submit to you. Ain't no woman gonna submit to somebody that's gonna lead her wrong. Ain't no woman gonna submit to a man that's gonna, lead her astray. It's just not gonna happen. So, fellas, you might be single because you don't make sound decisions. You make a decision, but it's probably not a good decision. All right, ladies, last one for you. I'll wrap up with the guys, and then we'll get into these topics. All right, ladies, listen. Your sense of entitlement is out of whack. Your sense of entitlement is out of whack. Here's what I mean by sense of entitlement. See, after 2 months in the relationship, you feel like you should have been to his house by now. You feel like you should have met his friends by now. You feel like you should be posting stuff about him on Facebook if you want to. You feel like you should have met his mama by now. You feel like you should know his last 4 of his social security number by now. You should have a key to his car. You feel like you should have a key to his house that you hadn't been to after 2 months of dating and 10 conversations. Your sense of entitlement is just out of whack. I'll tell you right off the bat, dating me, you ain't gonna get to see my house in 2 months. No. No, not gonna happen. 2 months? We ain't posting a thing on Facebook. Not one thing. Matter of fact, we probably gonna be in a relationship and still not posting nothing on Facebook. Bottom line is this. I just need you to understand me, ladies. 2 months in, slow your roll. 2 months time is nothing in the grand scheme of things. 2 months time is nothing. If you are digging that guy and you're feeling him 2 months in, I want you to understand that you're probably seeing some potential. And ladies, sometimes when you see potential, you forget that potential is something that can never be realized. Potentially. They may have the potential to get there, but they never ever reach it because they don't have that drive to go towards that potential. And you think you're going to be able to push him. You think you're going to be able to inspire him to be more than what he sees in himself. And in some instances, he's comfortable. He don't want to do it. You end up wasting your time. So I just want you to understand, ladies, that sense of entitlement, 2 months in, that's the new trend now. 2 months, you should have all access. We're in a relationship now. I'm here to tell you to slow that down because 2 months is nothing. Fellas, we're going to close out with you. This is real simple. You might be single because you're dishonest. And when I say dishonest, I mean dishonest to the point where it don't make no sense to be dishonest. If a woman asks you a question like, hey, are we going to hang out tonight? You'll say, yeah, we're going to hang out. Then don't call and don't show. Ridiculous. Just tell her no. I got other plans. Okay, now she may not like that, but she won't be waiting around for you. She may not appreciate the fact that you hung out with the boys, but she's not going to be wondering, okay, is he going to call? Is he going to show up or something like that? That's the worst thing you want. The worst thing you want is to set an expectation for a woman and then not do it. It's ridiculous. Or, here's another one. This is real easy. A woman asks you a question like, how do you feel about me? And instead of being honest and saying, listen, I like you and, I like what's happening, I'm not feeling it on a relationship tip. What you'll say is something like, you know what? I like you and I feel like we can do this and we can do that because you're scared to tell her the truth. And then what turns around and happens is you end up wasting her time. And when you waste a woman's time, which is some of the most valuable time out there, don't get it twisted. But when you waste a woman's time, you've only played yourself because that woman was ready to invest in you. She ain't going to invest in somebody that don't want to be there. And when you lie about something like that, it just comes back up on you because it creates relationship karma. Bad relationship karma. It's going to come back on you. So I need you to understand. If you're not feeling a woman, just tell her you're not feeling her like that. Don't be nasty about it, but just let her know the truth. Also, if you have to hurt somebody with the truth, do it early. Don't wait after you done dated the woman and wined and dined the woman and y'all done got to know each other. Then you spring on her, I ain't really feeling you like that. No, that's unfair to her. That's a waste of her time. That's a waste of her emotion. But I guarantee you, a woman would rather walk away from the truth than be hurt and have to walk away from a lie. That's it. So if you just can't be honest, that lie's going to catch up with you. And that woman ain't going to stick around. She's going to leave you. So I just need you to just be honest. Just don't be dishonest. That's one of the easiest ways to be single. All right, so listen, fellas, I got 2 topics. I'm going to start with the fellas first, and I'm going to do the topic about the ladies. This one is, I really want her back. I messed up. Now, how do y'all think he messed up? How do y'all think he messed up? How do y'all think he messed up? Y'all already know. He's with somebody he wasn't supposed to be with. Okay, so I messed up. I slept around on my girlfriend with an ex. She found out about it. When she found out about it, she asked me, did I love her? And I told her that I will always love her. All right now, he's being honest. I told her I will always love her, but I love you more. At that point, she threw stuff at me and I had to leave because she threw stuff at me and I had to leave because she got really, really violent and I didn't want to put hands on her. Yeah, I didn't want to put hands on her. Do I have any way of getting her back? Nope. Nope. Not in a state that you would want her back. But listen to what you did now. You cheated on her with the ex. She asked you, did she love her or did you love her? You said you will always love her. So in her mind, not only did you insult her by sleeping with another woman, you also slept with another woman that you love, that you will always love. Now, I applaud you for being truthful in that regard. But when she started throwing things, that's rage. Now, she's going to get past that rage and she's going to have some grief, a little more anger. She's going to go through those different stages of grief. But I want you to understand something. When a woman throws something at you, you need to leave. This isn't your wife. This is your girlfriend. You do need to leave. You need to leave because you have crossed a line that she may not ever get past. A violent woman has a real deep scar, and hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. You can lay in that bed if you want to, but ask Al Green about being asleep with a woman that's been scorned. Now, I'm making light of it, but the truth of it is this, man. You need to apologize to that woman, and you need to let her heal and let her go, because you crossed a real, real deep line. I don't know how long y'all were together. I don't have too much background on that one, quite honestly. But God, I can tell you this: when you cross that line, and that woman believes that you love the woman that you're with, not that she was just a fling, no, nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. I would recommend you just move forward for yourself. Now, this woman that you say you will always love, why aren't you with her? Why aren't you with her? If you always loved her, why aren't you with her? I would wager to say you're probably not with her because you screwed that up too. Now, I'm being hard on the brother because he deserved it. Fellas, one thing that we have to do better about, we have to do better about being accountable in our relationships. You know, if we're not going to be accountable in our relationship and we're going to screw this up, we're going to screw that up, we got to be prepared to live and deal with what happens. And the truth of it is, you probably have a cycle of screwing up relationships. What I would recommend to you is this. Find out what your pain is, because there's some type of pain inside you. Now, don't get it twisted. I believe that men naturally go for more than one woman. That's something I just believe. But I'm going to tell you this. Monogamy is possible. You can be monogamous. You can do it. Men and women, we can do that. It's a conscious effort. It's actually pretty hard to do. It can't be done. So what I need you to understand is before you get in your next relationship, you need to work on you. You need to work on what's inside you that you keep trying to fill up, that keeps causing you to damage the relationships that you're in. Whatever it is, you got to fix it and then move forward, and your relationships will be better. Good luck with that, brother. And, you know, apologize to that woman and move forward. Okay, listen. Now, I need y'all to understand me. This is a disclaimer with what I'm about to tell you about. I really get inbox messages. This is real stuff that I get. I take notes so I can refer back to it. The last guy that I just talked about, that's the first person I didn't really talk to. I didn't really ask a whole lot of questions because his situation is pretty much done. But this next situation, this is some real stuff. I just want to make sure y'all understand. I'm not making none of this stuff up. Here we go. Me and an old friend got back together after a few years. We hung out, had good conversation, and we were intimate. In getting to know each other, I started to feel like we were going to be able to get on a good path. We had a conversation about 2 months into the relationship. He started to act different. He said that his ex is pregnant. Okay, now I'm going to pause right there. I had to talk to this young lady on the phone. I asked her on the phone, is this ex an ex-wife or what? Not an ex-wife, an ex-girlfriend. Okay, ex-girlfriend's pregnant. The ex-girlfriend ain't pregnant no more. She's had triplets. Three children at the same time. And the the girlfriend is giving him a lot of grief, a lot of stress, and she's threatening him with not seeing the children, and she's threatened him with legal action to take all of his money. Okay. I asked some more questions. I really need you guys to feel me. I asked some more questions. I asked, okay, now because we're talking about 3 small children and a woman that he's going to have to deal with for at least 18 more years, how do you feel about this? Do you feel okay with this relationship? To her credit, this young lady says, I'm willing to accept the kids. I think he's a great guy. And to his credit, he's been honest with me about it. He's been pulling back. He actually said to her that he believes it might not be a good time for them to be in a relationship. Now, he's telling you the truth. That's just me now, but he's telling you the truth. All right, so here's the part where it gets tight. She asked me, what do I think she should do? 3 small children. An ex who's being volatile right now. Now, that ex, let's talk about the ex. Now, she could be going through postpartum syndrome and she's being a little volatile because her hormones are out of whack. So, hey, after everything settles back down, she may be more level-headed. One of the things that we talked about, she said that this woman feels like he ruined her life because he left her with 3 children. It goes back to that woman scorn thing. This woman, if her hormones don't balance back out, will be incredibly vindictive. 3 children? 3. Now, there's some other things to this conversation that I'm going to keep private. I don't want to put it all out there. But this gentleman has said that he doesn't want it to be a negative impact on her. That's admirable. He also is not sure that the children are his. So what needs to happen is this. He does need to establish paternity. And what I believe that you should do, I believe that you should relax. Give him some space. Give him support. Give him well wishes and prayers from a distance. And let's see what happens first. Because quite honestly, if he is in fact the father of all 3 children, he needs to focus. He needs to focus. He needs to establish paternity. He needs to establish his parental rights through legitimization. He needs to do a whole bunch of stuff. And if he's serious about his children, he better focus and get it done. And you sit back and watch him and see what he starts to do. If this man is focused like a laser and he's not paying any attention to any of that foolishness that the woman might be saying, but he's focused on getting his rights, enforcing his rights, and being a part of those children's life, that's a good brother. Because he's not going to take no for an answer. He's not going to be pushed around, and he's going to take care of his children. That might be the right type of man to invest in, especially if you don't want no more kids, because he already got them. I'm making light of it, but I'm being serious. Last thing I'll say to you is this. I want you to understand something. Because the children are young and impressionable, there are 2 dynamics at work. First of all, the woman, the mother. If she's not willing to have an amicable relationship with her or with you, if it comes to that, you have to have one with her anyway. It can't be a back and forth. You may have to be the bigger woman. Second thing is going to be the impact on those children. You have to be a positive impact on those children. If it does come back and you 2 get together, you have to be a positive impact at all time. It is no longer about you. It's not about you. If you step into that situation, it is about making sure that those children have what they need, you have what you need, he has what he needs, and in a de facto way, that the mother has what she needs as well. I need you to think really carefully about this situation that you're getting into, because it is very, very serious. One child is something, that's one thing. 3 children, all the same age. That is a very, very complex situation. 3 children with a woman who feels abandoned, who's already been verbally abusive, who's already been very, very mean-spirited. Not that it's all her fault now. It could be just her hormones. But still, the fact of it is, you have to be careful with this. Now listen, I want you to understand something. I want everybody to understand something. Sometimes men step up because it's the right thing to do. They step up, they take care of business, and they handle business. And sometimes it gets difficult, it gets more difficult because there could be a woman there fighting because she's hurt. My recommendation to you is that you make sure that you talk to him about repairing that relationship to at least a tolerable standpoint. Because if they are his children, she's not going nowhere and he's not going anywhere. They have to have a working relationship. They don't have to be best friends. They don't have to be, real cool and all this other stuff, but they have to have a working relationship, and you could be a positive influence on that if it all comes back where you want to stay with that relationship and he is, in fact, the father of those children. Now, I ain't gonna lie. When I got this email and I started reading stuff, I'm like, whoa, I need to talk to you. We need to talk right now. But let's talk. And in talking to her, it turns out that, this is complex. But I applaud this man for saying, hey, I'm going to stand up. And I applaud you for saying, hey, I'm just not going to cut and run. Because this is 3 kids, three little kids, triplets, and a mean woman. That's a lot. That's a lot. He respected you enough to tell you the truth about it. And emotionally, he started to pull back because he was getting himself ready for what he needed to do. So, salute to him. Okay. So, I'm starting a GoFundMe page so I can buy my granddaughter a car. If you hadn't seen the pictures, she already asked me for a car. I think I'm going to get her a Hyundai Accent, probably gray, sitting on them things, because everybody needs to know that that's the grandbaby. I am the granddad. So when I send y'all this link for this GoFundMe page, it's going to say the granddad's GoFundMe for the grandbaby's car. Any amount helps. I'm looking forward to your contribution. So I appreciate all of you for supporting me. If you're free on Saturday at 6 o'clock on Instinct Radio, we're going to have Let's Talk About It Live with Jeffrey L. Miller. We got a hot topic this week. I got 2 very nice young ladies that are going to come in. I'll probably have my brother Dave Sincere coming in with me too. We're going to talk about Facebook did it. Facebook did it. We're going to talk about one of our local business owners is going to come and join us. We're going to have our segment, Y'all Still Together, spotlighting a couple that's been together greater than 10 years. I think pretty close to 20 years now. We'll meet with them on Saturday. So if you're free between 6 o'clock p.m. and 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Instinct Radio, let's talk about it live with Jeffrey L. Miller. Listen, I am out. I really appreciate y'all tuning in. Catch you next time.